The viewers bring their own memory to a piece, and one of the key triggers for that is colour and pattern. The piece I'm making for the rail trail is based on 4 forms of vitreous enamel bowls. They're remodelled and they will be striped blue and white, which will be reminiscent of the colours that are used so commonly in vitreous enamel. The piece is called Nook. There are 3 components to the work, and one can actually imagine it as a small campsite and be amongst it, but they stand against the landscape, almost like 3 standing figures. I hope with the straight lines there'll be a sense of speed and movement through the marking of the work themselves that in itself will relate to cycling and rotation. They mark the beginning of the trail or the end of the trail, depending on which direction you're going. I have to think about how I can efficiently make the work to time and budget. Then I have conversations about what's viable and how many forms I can use. Often the fewer elements, I think the stronger the work, funnily enough. The next thing I'm doing is making paper plans of the work, and I will draw up the stripes as they are to be placed within the workshop. So the 4 different forms have been spun. They're in the workshop in Brisbane. They'll be fitted into the full form. Once that's all resolved, we will go to Geelong and we will help with the in that process where we mask the various colours. Glass metal industries have the largest kiln in the Southern Hemisphere. Each colour has to go through the kiln. So it's like if you were thinking about like an old, like silkscreen process or something. It's a really quite an old process and a very straightforward one, but very time consuming. You have white, and where you want the white stripes to stay, you would put tape on the white stripes, and then you would dip it in the blue glaze, and then you would carefully remove the tape, and then it will go into the kiln. Yeah, and the amazing thing is that we're able to do the hands-on ourselves, and that's the company we work with have worked with a number of artists. They've been remarkably generous with the previous project I worked on in allowing us to do that. Then once they're done, they'll be then fitted again, and then they'll be taken down to site to be installed.